DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy, family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the FL1 Betting Podcast here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo, joined as always by Kyle Evans and Jim Senecropi. Quarter of the way already down in the NFL season. So Week 4, recap those picks, make our Week 5 picks, and we got a couple other things to kind of recap from last weekend. So a lot to get to. But first, thank a couple more of our sponsors, including Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. You can visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at the original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. You can order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. And Auburn Auto Group when it comes to selection and service after sale. Auburn Auto Group has been the premier destination for new and used car buyers for close to 40 years. Among their brands offered on Route 5 in Auburn include Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Toyota, and Subaru. Thanks to a wide range of makes and models, you're sure to find your new or used car at Auburn Auto Group. All right, guys. So
you mentioned the pro football season is about 25% of the way finished.
Yeah.
Probably not quite if you include playoffs.
Technically not, but the regular season, I know they kind of call after Week 4, the quarter's already done still.
The difference between NFL and college, and one reason like so many people might like enjoy college football more is that college football is already a third of the way done with their like entire season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shorter.
Yep. And it's been a lot of fun over there. It was a fun weekend of college football this past weekend. So, but either way, let's get to our Week 4 pick recap, gentlemen. Jim, just killing it. Back in the winning side here, 2-1 on your week. But unfortunately, the blemish, I guess, for you and Kyle, one of yours was the pesky tie. Yeah. You were a part of that end of things.
Well, we needed him to win by 6.5, so tie or not, yeah. But yeah, surprising. Just goes to show you, Kyle, who the heck knows what's going on in this league, right?
Yeah, I mean, no CeeDee Lamb. Dak Prescott still looked really good against what a lot of people consider a top-tier defense. And, yeah, it just never felt like the Packers, even if they were to win, that they were going to win by 7. Right. So I kind of knew that, we were in trouble, and sure enough. And they almost actually lost outright if it wasn't for that wild, 8 seconds to go when they made that weird decision to go for it when they had a timeout and could have talked about it or something, and just bad clock management.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so, either way there. Kyle, me and you had a lock fight on our hands, and I came out victorious on that front. But that was also my only victory of the weekend for picks as well. So my theory with Baltimore proving right there, and you were on the right end of battling with Danny Dimes for your victory, Kyle. So,
I mean,
well done.
When Cooper Rush plays 20 minutes, I mean, of course it's going to look like that.
Fair.
And now all of a sudden the Chiefs are like the best team in football again, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
That's what the talk has been all week. Yeah. Is that Xavier Worthy added just enough speed where now all of a sudden the Chiefs are not only going to not miss the playoffs, but they're going to win the Super Bowl again.
Mm-hmm. And all people need to do is really look at the Ravens defense and see what they did against the Bills, the Lions, and now the Chiefs. They just faced a bad defense. That's why the Chiefs looked so good.
And a diminished defense. Like they're got 4 or 5 starters out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's 10 total starters right now on the injury report
for Baltimore.
Yep.
Jeez.
Including I think their entire secondary: Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey,
Roquan Smith.
Yep.
I'm sick of acting like they're good anyway.
So
they got a Pro Bowl defensive tackle who's out. I can't say his name. It's Naman Madabu, I guess.
Yeah.
You're on the right path.
Yeah. He's out.
You're on the right path, yeah. But
so anyways, they're decimated by injuries. That might have had something to do with it.
Yeah. And for them, it doesn't get any better, any easier, but I don't think anybody. I don't know. I'll call my shot right now. Either of you have that Houston-Baltimore game as one of your picks this week, or Tennessee. No, it is
No, they're playing the
Houston-Baltimore.
Texans
Either way,
in
whatever.
Baltimore.
Either way, if either one of you have that as one of your picks this week, I will jump over this desk, bum ankle and all, and I'm getting you for that. So, either way. All right. Do want to recap a couple things from the weekend here. We'll start, Jim, with you were on this for 2 weeks prior. I tailed with you.
Oh, nice.
Europe on the Ryder Cup, and at least for me, I don't know how you did it really, but I also had a profit boost, so I essentially got Europe at 2-1, and I was very thrilled with adding to the bankroll with at least for the first 2 days, it seemed pretty easy. So
I had a profit boost on there as well. I mean, that's what gets you the edge over these sports book websites is when they offer you these profit boosts. So you got to look out for them. Sometimes I'll place a bet and forget to look and see if I could activate the profit boost. But yeah, the Ryder Cup, what a joke it was for the U.S. and what a black eye it was on like the New York sports fan. And but yeah, the Europeans were serious. They take it more seriously, and yeah, I thought it was the easiest money you could ever make. And was I proved right after the first 2 days. Now, in the individual, which the U.S. usually does better, they didn't really make quite a run, but it wasn't enough. So I had one bet on Europe to win, another bet on them to lift the cup because they held the cup. So if they tied, you would have won that. So obviously won both of those. Thought for a second on Saturday when the U.S. turned to like plus 230 to win, I thought about hedging, but I didn't.
Yeah, it was spectacular. I know you mentioned like at least on the individual betting side of things as well. I know I had a buddy of mine who actually was on the side of Rom doing really well on his stuff, at least on the Friday and Saturday side of things, and people were raking the money. It felt like if you're on any part really of the European side, you were making a profit.
Betting team match play golf is so much better than betting like regular tournament golf. Because there's a winner and a loser, whereas in tournament golf, there's 50 guys in a field, 100 guys, 140.
Yeah.
So one other last thought, because nobody here is watching this probably really cares about golf.
Right. Fair.
Well, maybe they do. Since the President's Cup started in, I believe, 1992, the U.S. is 4-11 in the Ryder Cup.
Oof.
Because these guys, they're all like rich. They can do anything they want. This is annoying to them to some regard. They all want to play on the Ryder Cup, but they're playing on the President's Cup now. So every year, these top guys who qualify for these teams have to like really take 2 weeks off of their schedule to go play in this event, which isn't as lucrative. So whereas the Europeans, they get to do it once every 2 years, so they're focused on only playing the U.S. in the Ryder Cup, and it's more special when they get to do it. So anyways, that's just interesting to me that since 92, they're 4-11. Since the President's Cup started competition, the U.S. is 4-11.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, yeah, pretty interesting there. I don't know. Funny enough, Jim, I will turn to you here a little bit for a second again here, but those college games this past weekend were great. Lived up to the billing. I know.
The Syracuse game.
Fair. But I know I mentioned, like I said Monday morning to you, I'm like, bad beating that Indiana-Iowa game if you had because of the safety, and or as you said, for somebody it was a good win. So
Bad beats are good wins.
It was a great weekend. Hopefully, I know I had some action on Oregon, and that paid off really well. Never trust Penn State, the Baltimore Ravens of college football. So
I like seeing Penn State lose to anybody.
So it was really great. And Kyle, I want to report to you quickly here. You were our guest host on Fresh Takes with me last week because Nick was traveling. You won the week last week between our picks. You went 10-5-1 because of that pesky tie in the NFL. So job well done to you, sir. Excellent job. So great stuff.
Yeah. So I also was in Virginia this weekend, and I placed my first bet on Syracuse since like 1994.
Yes. Allegedly 1994.
Sometime around there, when I was a student there, but then I just stopped betting them because first of all, you can't see things clearly,
All right,
through orange-colored glasses, And I was already upset enough if they lost and happy enough if they won.
Right.
But I did like the 5.5 that
Yeah.
they were getting from Duke at home in the Dome.
Yeah.
And so I bet it, and it was the worst bet I've made so far in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't great,
And
Ricky.
it made me more mad.
I
than
just
if
want-
it just lost.
I just want to know, like, the competition in the summer couldn't have been that close between Angeli and Collins. Like, I just want to know how it was even a
Not
competition.
except for the fact that Collins probably is a better athlete, bigger, runs faster, probably has
Fair.
a better arm.
Yeah.
But Angeli's just a better, smarter,
Yeah.
better quarterback. So
Yeah.
it was a nightmare.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's going to get any better this weekend for the Orange at SMU. So
I put some blame on the coaching staff because when we were only down 7, we ran the ball right down their throats to about the 5-yard line, and then threw 3 consecutive pass plays.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's just
And-
sometimes it's
And also
harder than it has to be.
also the worst part with that is they didn't get any points on that possession either. So
No, they didn't.
just brutal. I think I got really nothing else at that point. So let's turn over, get our picks started going for the week, guys. What do you say? So, Jim, you won the week. Back to you. So
I'll defer.
you'll defer. You're deferring?
Yep.
Right? Okay. I will go first. It is a brutal NFL pick week, gentlemen, in my opinion. So my first pick is from the college ranks, actually. Now, in the Big Ten, it's a very large conference, as we know,
More than 10.
coast to coast.
Yep.
Teams on the west side of the conference, when having to travel 2 or more time zones going into the 2025 season, were 8-18 and underperform by an average of 2.2 points to the spread each time. Now, obviously, if you look at last week, USC is the perfect example of that. Go to Illinois and lose. So I'm going to follow that.
About Oregon.
That's fair. They did pick up
There's
a
an
win.
exception to every rule.
But I'm following the former on this. I'm taking Maryland plus 6.5 against Washington this Saturday. The Huskies travel eastward to take on the Terrapins. Also, that Husky team a little beat up now following that game against Ohio State. A couple injuries on the defensive side. I'm going to go with the Terps plus 6.5 against the Huskies.
All right.
So,
You want me to go?
Kyle, all you.
So I'm going to pick, I really like this. Patriots plus 8.5 at Buffalo.
Good news, Kyle. I can get you plus 9.
Even better.
Jeez.
I just think this is going to be a one-score game. I think it's going to be challenging for the Bills. It's a divisional game. They've had a lot of blowouts lately. I just think it's going to be a one-score game, and the Bills do win, but, Patriots cover.
They haven't been blowing out teams, though, the last 2 weeks. They've won
Not necessarily
comfortably enough
double
by the
digits,
end,
yeah.
but not a traditional blowout against Miami and the Saints.
And even the Jets. What was that score? 30 to, I don't even remember.
41-31? No,
No, couldn't have been.
31-21. My bad.
That was
Yeah.
the Dolphins.
But anyways,
whatever.
they haven't been blowing them out. But this Patriots team is legit, and they're going to be the next team to emerge in the AFC East as a contender, and the rivalry could go on for the next 5, 6, 10 years, however long Josh Allen wants to keep playing.
Yeah.
But because Drake May, they found their quarterback, and Mike Vrabel's a good coach, and I like what they're doing. I agree with you on that. That's not one of my picks, but 9's a lot of points for a divisional matchup.
I think Big Cat over at Barstool has the Patriots as frisky and fun. So,
Oh.
for what that's worth.
But on the other hand, maybe the Bills are need some more motivation than playing the Dolphins or the Saints, and they're going to be ready to go, and they're going to put it all together.
Somebody brought that up yesterday. The Bills are just bored.
Right. And it's boring watching them.
Yeah.
We've been going over that the past couple weeks.
Right.
So, all right, Jim, on to you for your first pick.
All right. I'm going for that Houston-Baltimore game.
Oh, no.
You wanted to jump because I want to see you jump over that
Well,
dust.
I was doing that figuratively, not literally.
Not picking a side, though.
Oh, I like where this is going, actually.
Over
Oh,
40.5.
well, good news. I can get you a flat 40.
Yeah, I'll go over 40 then. And we mentioned all the defensive injuries in Baltimore. It's ridiculous. Houston looks like they might have a run game with Woody Marks, and they had their best offensive game last week. The Houston defense is nothing special either. Cooper Rush is an experienced quarterback. It's not like, he's not going to run around like Lamar Jackson, but he's got some targets, and Bateman and Flowers and Andrews and Derrick Henry's still there. I expect a good dose of Derrick Henry this weekend. So I think it's going to be a shootout in Baltimore.
All right. It's interesting, the Derrick Henry front, because Justice Hill had the more snaps.
Well, that's because Derrick Henry's been horrible since week 1.
Fumbles.
Want to hear this? 3 weeks, 31 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown.
Jeez.
That's in 3 weeks.
Yeah. They can't be disciplining him though or anything, right? Like, I think it was just more the way the game was going, but you're right, Justice Hill was out there a lot.
Yeah.
He's usually out there on third down, which is a lot when you got a guy like Derrick Henry. There's another reason it's going to go over. Justice Hill's on a hot streak.
Yeah. Hey, why not? I picked up Hill in fantasy because I needed to, so there's that. Second pick for me, we alluded to it, a little bit last week, but I feel like all the more reason with some other factors here. I'm taking Minnesota -3.5 at the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, Minnesota stayed over across the pond. They're in London to take on the Browns this week.
Right.
And, oh, by the way, rookie quarterback now under center for the Browns in Dylan Gabriel. So, not the week, I think, to do it. If you were the Browns, you're on a short week to do that. And Minnesota
moving across some time zones.
Yeah. So, I just think Minnesota, you're over there. They looked, I thought, good enough against the Steelers to make this a comfortable pick and go ahead and do it. So, I'm going to ride with the Vikings against the Browns.
Okay.
Yeah. Kyle.
In Germany?
London. Went from Dublin to London.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is tough. I haven't finalized all 3. That's why I'm last
You
second.
usually come locked and loaded.
Yeah, this is tough.
He's having a tough start to the year. He's rattled.
You know what? I'm going to stick with the Lions. They've won me some stuff before. I think Cincinnati's horrible.
Yeah.
That Lions offense against that Cincinnati defense, after what Denver just did to them on Monday Night Football, they're going to cover 10.5. Give me Lions 10.5.
I can get you a flat 10.
Big spread. I like the Bengals in that one.
I can get you a flat 10, Kyle. So.
That's when you think you got it figured out.
Yeah.
It goes the opposite way the next week, and I think this is a case. I still think, Jake Browning's fine as a quarterback, and he's got plenty of weapons, and, that Cincinnati defense is bad, but, hopefully they're going to finally put it together and move it. That was a tough game last week, having to go to Denver. They're back home now. Detroit's probably got a little it's a donut game for Detroit. Not saying they're going to lose or anything, but, I mean, and it's not like the Bengals are giving up on the season. They're 2-2.
True.
30-17 Lions cover and win.
Hey,
I could see it happening, but if I had to pick that game, I think I'd go with the Bengals.
My main concern is that Cincinnati looks like it's just, I don't know, man. They can say what they want. There's clearly some issues on the sidelines too. I don't know. I don't know if I would have gone near that game, but I respect it.
Not running the ball great either. The offensive line isn't good. They got to get rid of the ball quicker too.
It's all bad. Yeah. It is bad, but like I said, it's the NFL, and
it's true.
What you see one week often changes quite dramatically in another week.
Like Atlanta and Washington last week.
Hey,
that was
bad pick on me.
The same Detroit team got just slaughtered in week 1 against Green Bay.
True.
Now that's a long time ago. So
True.
Anyways,
all right, Jim, up for you for pick number 2.
Well, I'm going to go with the Vikings-Browns game.
Okay.
Over in London.
Yes.
But I'm going under.
Okay.
What do you got? I got 35.5.
I can get you 36.5.
We'll go under 36. Probably one of the lower totals that we've seen this year, and I'm taking under.
I like that.
Cleveland's missing both offensive tackles, and they're going to throw out
a rookie
quarterback against a Brian
Yeah.
Flores defense. Okay, we'll see how that goes. And then on the other side of the ball, you got Myles Garrett and company, rushing and down on Minnesota, and so a prop that I do love in this game is Dylan Gabriel over 12.5 rushing yards.
I like that.
I mean, that's almost like they're giving money away with that. unless he gets hurt or something early, he's going to certainly
Yeah.
be flushed out of the pocket and run for over 12 and a half
Right.
yards.
Yeah.
So
I like that. They do.
I was shocked to see that. I would have thought it would have been at least like 19.
They got to really be not in love with the whole entire Wenson Gabriel element of this.
It's going to be an ugly, ugly game,
Yeah.
and I'm probably not going to be watching it because I don't watch any of the Sunday morning
Yeah,
games
I will
ever.
be. I don't know if we will have left Philadelphia yet at that point, but either
I'll be
way.
more than happy to, look at the score
Yeah.
as I get ready for the 1 o'clock kickoffs and see that it was Vikings 10 and the Browns 6.
Yeah. A nice proper game for the folks over in London.
Well, they like the kicking game
Yeah. Yeah.
over there.
So. All right. My third and final pick also involves Kyle, the New England Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills. Now, both.
There's no way you're doing the spread. You're doing like over under or something.
Let me finish. Now, both teams are 2-2 against the spread so far this year. However, the Bills' case, when that number's closer to 10, that's where they have not covered. And interestingly, in games against the Patriots that Josh Allen has started, he is 7-6 career against the Patriots going into this game. So with that in mind, Kyle, I'm lockstepping with you. I'm taking the Patriots +9.
7-6 against the Patriots isn't like some overwhelming number.
Exactly. So I'm going to do the Patriots +9. I do think the Bills win outright. But as I mentioned on Bills Weekly this week, I think this is going to be a very tight game. Divisional matchup. The Patriots have a little bit of momentum built up, like you talked about, Jim. That's a better team that they have this year.
Side with you on this one too. 9.5's a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I just think +9, a bigger spread again for the Bills to try and cover. I just don't know if they can do it. So I'm going to go with the Pats, +9. Kyle, pick 3 for you. Well, unless you don't have it.
And I've never had this much trouble. You know what? I'm gonna just do it. Broncos +4.5 at Philadelphia.
Oh boy, look at that.
I think the Eagles probably still win, but I think it's gonna be a very tight game. And remember that Denver defense is good, and
It's true.
the Eagles at times
That offense
struggle,
is-
but then
yeah.
other times, I mean, you just don't know what you're getting from that team. So maybe this is the week they finally do lose. Who
And
knows?
there's a little bit of controversy with the poor J.J. Brown not being happy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll start reading books on the sideline again.
I wouldn't be opposed. Yeah, it's a constipated offense in Philly. So yeah, I like that. I just worry about the west to east thing, and also to go back to something last week we talked about a little bit. It's a short turnaround for the Broncos.
Yeah.
So
No.
I don't know. Don't know if I would have gone that way, but I like the angle you see on it, Kyle.
Yeah.
Jim, final pick.
I'm going Saints -1.5, hosting the Giants.
I can get you a flat one.
Okay.
First win of the year. Spencer. First career NFL win it would be for
Right.
Spencer
It's
Rattler.
about time.
0-10.
And yeah, I don't think that teams don't go winless or undefeated in the NFL anymore, but it's more the fact that, like, okay, Jackson Dart came in last week and everybody thinks he's a savior. I mean, he didn't have that great a game. He threw a lot of screen passes and
what I said.
ran.
He looked just better than Russell Wilson. That's what it was.
Right. And Malik Neighbors is out, so that's the guy that's going to bail Jackson Dart out when he needs to convert a big third down. And for as much as you want to bang on Spencer Rattler, he's getting more experience every week, and he's got some good receivers. And
I go back to some with him we talked about last week. That he's just a gamer, man. Like he goes out there and he tries.
He does.
Try. Like, no, everybody tries, right? I just mean like he may not be the best. I don't think he's the worst. He's out there trying though, man. Like there's no denying it.
I'm also not sold on Cam Scattaboo.
My big issue with him, man, is he likes contact too much.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Good. He's gonna be a nice change of pace guy.
Yeah.
But like as a featured back, he doesn't. He's a good running back. He's fine. But this Giants team is, blah. They're just without Neighbors now. They're just like, whatever. And the defense is okay, but both these teams are terrible.
Yeah.
And so why not take the home team?
I like it. This is a quasi Jackson Dart return game though. Played at Ole Miss a couple hours up
That's
the
true. I
road.
didn't even
So
consider that.
And apparently the Saints, I don't know if you guys saw, apparently the Saints told him they were going to take him at 9 and they didn't in the draft. So,
Oh, well.
I don't know. Maybe he does a Baker Mayfield impression against him. I don't know. But either way, that's all I got. Like I said, the NFL slate this week's kind of tough to navigate.
Hard.
4 teams are on the bye. There's a lot of
And a
really
bye week
crappy
start.
matchup, and yeah,
Stupid bye week.
yeah. So
But it's fun to watch, that's for sure.
yeah,
There's so much opportunity in player props, I think, personally.
no, for sure. Yeah,
And you don't have to pick who's going to win or lose. I've found that quarterback rushing overs usually tend to hit all, one after another. And I've also found that, okay, I'm not going to go for, let's say A.J. Brown's over or Jamar Chase's over. I'm going to go for like the third or fourth wide receivers over 14 yards receiving type of deal. Throw a couple of them together
yeah.
with an anytime touchdown score. You got yourself a nice same game parlay.
You're cooking. You're
You know?
cooking.
Speaking of parlays,
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know if it was a great week for you. Actually, I know it wasn't a great week for you again last weekend.
in my
Yeah.
attempt to get the weekly TD
Yeah.
player parlay, I'm 0 for 4 now. James Cook scored on was that a Thursday night game this week?
Last week? No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So James Cook got one early in the day. Gibbs was the one who got one early as well. Was that who played Thursday night last week?
Arizona, Seattle.
Oh, okay, so never mind. But anyways, Henry, Cook, Chase, Williams, and Gibbs. And I could stop doing it because Henry's slumping and Chase hasn't had a touchdown yet this year. Maybe he had one early in the I think he had one. I think Jamar Chase has
Week
one.
one, I think maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still like it. I'm not going to not stop doing it now and have it hit this week. So,
Right.
But I wasn't able to get the updated odds because you can't bet anytime touchdowns right now on FanDuel for some of the games.
Really?
Yeah, I went in there to do it, and there just wasn't an option that was available. You couldn't for like a handful of Sunday games, but not all of them.
The books are tripping.
Yeah, who knows?
Hey, speaking of that, before we get out of here, kind of forgot, passed me by, but by the time we get to the podcast next week, we'll have our first winter sport of the season underway with hockey and the NHL. Kyle,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
you're
looked.
hammering the Sabres. No,
I'm staying away from that.
who are you kind of like on that side of things for futures here?
To be honest, I haven't looked. But just off the top of my head, I really haven't thought about this.
Vancouver.
No.
The Rangers finally bounced back. They
Ooh,
were horrible last year.
yeah.
They still have a really good team. Maybe one of the Canadian teams finally.
I'm about to say
Maybe
the
I
Maple
was going to say
Leafs?
Winnipeg, but
What about the Maple Leafs?
Yeah, maybe Toronto finally. One of these years, they have to get it done.
yeah.
But yeah, as for the Sabres, there's no hope. I mean, their starting goalie just got injured last night in the preseason game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same stuff every year. I can't believe it's going to be 15 years.
How long do you think Lindy makes it?
They'll probably bring him back. So yeah, I mean, of course, I'm still going to love hockey season, watch it all, and
Yeah.
going to get into it. But right now, I'm not really there yet.
I hear you.
Before we go, the baseball playoffs are underway.
True, yeah.
My bet was with the Padres.
Hey, you're still
Before the
alive.
playoffs started.
Yeah.
Well,
Still
they got a game 3 coming up.
Yep.
5:08,
Yep.
Game 3, Yankees tonight.
8:08, and then coming up here at 3:08, you got Guardians Tigers game 3.
Yeah.
How could the Yankees get bases loaded on game 1, no outs in the 9th, and not even like put a ball in play?
I
You know,
knew-
they popped a pop up and 2 strikeouts.
So there's-
against Chapman.
So here's the thing. I knew the minute he decided not to pinch run for Goldschmidt in that scenario, it was done. That fly ball, and I get it was relatively short, but somebody other than Goldschmidt's on third, you're tagging up. I mean,
Nice get 1.
I don't know. I think Boone's toast, but it's not. gonna make a
I look at
No,
Giancarlo
it's not.
Stanton.
No, that's what I'm getting at,
They'll
though.
bring
But
him
it
back.
doesn't make a difference what we know and see. Like,
Well, did you hear his reasoning? He said if Stanton got on, he wanted to use a pinch runner for Stanton. So he was thinking about the future rather than the moment.
If Stanton got on, it would have been a tie game probably.
Yeah, he just said if Stanton reached first, he would have pinch ran.
And he wouldn't have even been the winning run at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Bases were loaded. Stanton came up first with no outs, bases loaded. The guy that you, the big time name and the big time contract that you get for just a situation like that.
And he's been horrible.
Struck out. Struck out. So Boone was gonna, if he got to first base, he was gonna pinch run for him when the winning run was already on first base ahead of him.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of things game one that
game one in the first inning, first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, we can really dissect a ton. Obviously, like the thing with Fried, it's not a regular season game in May. You know what I mean? And look, I'm of the opinion, and people get mad at me, but it's whatever. I do believe in analytics, but you have to have the perfect blend of baseball old school thinking with the analytics. I don't care that the difference is only 20 points to the better for one guy. I don't understand why a 30-30 guy's not in your starting lineup for game one of a playoffs.
Analytics matter over a span of time, not in the moment in the postseason.
We'll get ready for the Yankee lineup today when it comes out at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
People are going to be mad and watch Rice not be in there.
That's the other one too, where I don't understand how Rice wasn't in the lineup game one either, But.
And then remember, they're not the only team. Look what I told you off air. Look what the Cubs did.
Mm-hmm.
They started an opener in front of their starting pitcher.
Yeah.
And the opener gave up a run because he couldn't hold a runner on.
Yeah. And they're doing
why would you start a reliever who actually pitched the day before in the first inning of a game two?
Yeah.
Just because you got the first one and you lead the series 1-0, you're going to start an opener and get all weird
Yeah.
when you haven't done it all season. But the book must have told you to do this because of the lane that was coming up in the first 4 batters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny how these teams operate.
It's the playoffs. You go with your
As
dogs.
far as the Yankees go, Boone will be vindicated of everything if they can just win.
Yeah, if they get out of this series tonight, I mean, I think you just forget everything and you move on to Toronto and let's start fresh.
What's the money line on that game?
That's a good question.
It's got to be almost a pick, right?
Yeah, shoot.
I don't know. Who's throwing for Boston tonight again? I know Schlittler's throwing.
Nelly Early.
Oh, the
23-year-old
prospect,
rookie.
yeah.
Yankees are minus 158.
Oh, wow.
So 2 rookies going head-to-head. We're going to be on very short leashes. It's going to come down to the bullpen. Who's going to be worse? Yankees' pen is probably going to be worse.
He's done great overall for the better part of 2 years now, but if I see Luke Weaver out of the pen tonight, you just put in Mark Leiter instead.
Yeah. Even Devin Williams has been good.
Yeah. That guy Bednard, though, like a rock. Love that. So
I don't know. I wouldn't feel great, honestly, either side. Tonight is so unknown. You should never bet this game.
Right.
2 rookies going 23 years old, and I mean, just stay away from the game and just watch and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Or not enjoy it, depending on if we're a fan of.
Might be sweating it out for a while.
I'll be honest, I'm a Yankees fan, and I didn't watch a lot of regular season Yankee baseball. I kind of just follow whether they're winning or losing and who's, the box scores, because number one, I don't have access to watch on YouTube TV. But I do watch the regular season and the postseason games, and very, very frustrating, especially to see them load up the bases with no outs in the 9th and get 0 runs. I mean, even if they just got 1 and lost by 1, but how incompetent are you to come out of that with no runs at all when you had Giancarlo Stanton coming up and Chapman was rattled
against a lefty who Stanton hits lefties like crazy.
Yeah.
And you just felt so good. They come out and just rip those singles.
Yeah.
Crowd goes
Judge
nuts.
got a hit.
Yeah, and you just thought, oh my God, here they come, and then just totally killed everything.
Yeah.
And then Chisholm, because they brought him in late, he had a hit lefty on lefty.
Right.
That was another bad move.
Yeah.
You keep Caballero in there so the righty can face Chapman instead of a lefty on lefty. That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you mentioned that when Stanton got up, bases were loaded, I was like, there's no way the Yankees are going to lose that game. As soon as Stanton struck out, I'm like, they're not going to win.
Yeah.
And was it Wells that was after Chisholm that struck out to end the game?
Yes.
Yeah, so 2 lefties. Yeah, you're right. So as soon as Stanton struck out, you just knew it was over. Those lefties aren't hitting off Chapman.
No.
So
Sad but true.
Yeah.
we'll see tonight.
Yep. And we also got football tonight.
Yeah.
We got the San Francisco 49ers farm team.
It's probably going to be a blowout. No Brock Purdy, no Ricky Pearsall, no.
John Jennings.
Yep.
I would agree on paper, but man,
Brandon Ayuk.
these Thursday night games are miserable football for the most part.
No, I'm going to have 2 games on.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Yankees on one TV, and I'm going to have the football game on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God the 6:08 starts are over. 8:08 is way better for postseason baseball.
And don't go saying that aloud around certain people of small markets.
But they're playing games faster, which makes it better. Because if you remember, God, not too long ago, these 8 o'clock starts, you're still watching baseball sometimes at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But kudos to Rob Manfred.
Let's not get too far down that line.
Hey, the pitch clock is the best thing to happen.
I
to
don't
the
disagree with
sport. Since geez, I don't know when. Since they
Steroids.
yeah. So it's made baseball games a lot, especially noticed it last night more than anything. It just moves right along.
I will say this: it's not as big of a complaint, obviously, the pitch clock, but especially when it first came up, like all the players now in today's game have played with it before in the minors for 10 years. Like, it's not a big deal. It's a non-issue.
It was never a big deal, anyways. Look, get up there and play.
Yeah. So, not everybody should be out here being like, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Gaylord Perry, I know, used to be a pretty big guy of taking forever, and so either way.
To doctor the ball.
Yeah, well, different, yeah. Bardol, Vagisil.
Anyways, this show's gone off the rails, I think.
Yeah, we're off the rails and everywhere, and we'll save the baseball talk for a different time. So, all right, good luck. with your
Sanderson
picks.
Farms. You want to talk Sanderson Farms on the PGA Tour?
Go ahead.
I don't.
I'm.
It's the second PGA Tour event of the season, sandwiched, with the Ryder Cup sandwiched in between it before, and I couldn't even think of anything less exciting than watching the Sanderson Farms Championship this week.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, maybe you have something, and no.
I have nothing.
All right, we'll get out here on that note then. Good luck with your picks this weekend, guys. Good luck to everybody with your picks at home. Appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in. We'll be back again live next Thursday at 2 p.m. You can find the FL1 Betting Podcast and all other FingerLakes1.com podcasts on FingerLakes1.com, the FL1 YouTube channel, and all major podcasting platforms. We'll talk again next week, everybody. Good luck. Enjoy the weekend.